Review today is part of our SharePlay program. Head over to our website for more details to try before you buy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. One of the best games on Mike C.
Not very well.
Today we talking to you about the Vision.
And you can catch this on
Vision 2. You have to say that right.
Now you can catch this on the PC, Xbox One, PlayStation, but you're not going to catch it on the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
But before we start talking about it, as always, we'd like to give it a number of facts.
Right.
Mike?
I didn't get a chance to play Division. All I played was just the beta. But Fred, you got to dive in depth in Division. What do you think, bro?
Let me give it a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Why out of 3?
There was a couple of things that I didn't like about this game. There are some good points and there are some bad points with it. First of all, the game is fun to play.
Okay.
It's very fun to play. And I forgot to say this before we started rolling. Please don't make this your final decision on picking this game. Please look at multiple reviews of this game to make your decision. But the game was fun to play. There were some things that I didn't quite like. Like the beginning of the game, it has that text-to-speech option, and that was automatically turned on. It also turns on periodically once you restart the game a couple of times, so that was annoying. The graphics, again, in the beta, like I said before, they just weren't there for me. The map is tremendously smaller than what the original Division map was. I can remember a time where you, Mark, and I were playing the original Division, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did.
And I saw that come back when I was playing with Chimichanga as well. The depth of view is horrible on this thing. These pop-up of characters, of foliage, of buildings, of plantations. It's just, I don't know why this is happening. And I don't know if this is just a PlayStation issue. Check out Mark Lamont's his gameplay, because he's having a ball playing this game. So check out elbowMedia Studios' review of this game as well. Other than that, man, I thought that the game, the dialogue was a little bit off. To me, it really didn't have much of a story, very predictable type game. And it just wasn't there for me. Now, I can say that it's a lot more entertaining when you're playing with a couple of folks.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying.
And one thing that they fixed, too, that was so bothersome in the last game was if you're joining, if a player joins you and he's at a higher level than you, you know how the game, if you have a higher level person in the game, the enemies become more difficult to defeat. Well, this isn't the case anymore. If you have a level 13 and you're a level 2, you can beat the characters or you can beat the enemies just as well as the person that's a higher level than you are in the game. So that's something that they really fixed. Multiplayer online, that Dark Zone stuff, man, it took a little to get used to, man. It's a lot more easier than what the Dark Zone was in the Division 1 game. It's just that this game is just... It's a watchdog effect because, again, the footage that they showed at E3 was not the footage or the gameplay that we're seeing now. So it's a watchdogs thing for me, you know.
So this is Ubisoft?
Ubisoft, whatever the name is. Yeah.
All right, so you was up there, just touching on the graphics. I remember as far as when we was playing open beta, they fixed, like, as far as, like, some of the foliage that was, like, floating in the air. There was no how the sticks seemed like it was raised off the ground. It didn't seem like the person was, you know, actually in the environment. It seemed like they was a little away from it. Did they fix that?
I think that it got a little worse because I can remember sometimes some of the enemies getting stuck in the environment. and they had a couple of floaters in there as well. So, I mean, that to me would just be a patch problem.
Yes. Right. But you did say, as far as you did enjoy playing with a lot of people.
It's more enjoyable when you're playing the campaign and you're having a difficult time killing enemies. Man, you can call on a buddy to come into your group and he can help you out or she can help you out. And it's a tight game, man. It's really a tight game. It's really interesting game. It's a fun game, but just playing it solo, it does not work for me. Right. You know, you gotta have somebody in there.
It's one of those games you gotta bring a friend.
Yes.
But alone, you don't want to do
No.
it. All right, Fred, let's give it a final verdict.
Final verdict, Mike.
Fred, Division 2. Buy, pass, rent.
I'm going to say rent this because this game is not for everybody. If you enjoy the original Division, you may not be satisfied with this one because a lot of stuff is scaled down. There's still some bugs in this game. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's warrant a $50 price or $60 price tag. Mm-hmm. I just don't see it right now. Mm-hmm. You know, it's best that I wouldn't invest in this game as a final purchase until either these bugs are fixed or the prices go down on these games.
Okay. All right, great. Well, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thanks for taking one for the team. All right, well, like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. This Game Show for today. Don't forget to have a Facebook show page to find low prices. Don't forget to hit us up every time. Don't forget to subscribe. Come give us a remember.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamWest community and our website community where you can get some free stuff.
You know it.
We'll see you next time on WWTF. The Game Show.
See you next time, people.